Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. My name is Naveen, and today we'll be looking at CAT 2017 Quant questions. Why CAT 2017? Because in this year, the last time it was that IIM Lucknow was the convener of the exam. Just like this year, IIM Lucknow is going to be. So even though there is a debate that keeps on going whether does it matter if a particular IIM sets a paper. Well, to a certain extent, no. I mean, to a lot of extent, no. But to a certain extent, we know that, in a particular, whenever a particular convener exists, so they have a certain type or a criteria of the paper that they set. The level of difficulty of questions that generally do not change. The pattern may change, okay? So generally CAT changes the pattern after every few years, sometimes even after a couple of years. So let's see this year what could be the new pattern of CAT, right? And also let's see what kind of questions IIM Lucknow set way back in 2017. Okay, so the important points right now is the CAT form, the registration will start somewhere in the month of August. The notification will start, will be out by the end of this month. Okay, most probably. This is what the timeline says over the years. And as usual, I hope everybody knows that this year CAT will happen on the last Sunday of November, which is 26th of November, right? And based on previous year trends, IIM Lucknow, we know that it is going to be the convening body. Now, this will happen in the online mode only. It's not going to be offline mode. Online mode as in you go to a center, you are allotted a computer system, and then you write the test online, right? So, in 2017, IIM Lucknow conducted the exam. So, is the turn for IIM Lucknow again. So, this is a block of a total of 6 IIMs that they conduct the exam. So, if you look at the pattern, it's Indore, then Ahmedabad, then Bangalore, then Lucknow, then Calcutta, then Kozhikode. So, 2020 onwards, if you count, it has been Indore, Ahmedabad, and then Bangalore. So this year is going to be Lucknow. Next year is going to be Calcutta. After that is going to be Kozhikode. So the pattern repeats, right? Let's talk about the paper pattern, which could be this year. So if you look at VARC, the MCQ questions could be anywhere between 19 to 21. Okay, and non-MCQ questions are going to be somewhere around 3 to 5, and the total number of questions may be from 24 to 26. Okay. Currently, the VARC section, they have 24 questions. It may increase to 26. DILR, there could be 15 to 18 questions, which are MCQs, and non-MCQs are going to be 5 to 6. So you can have as low as 20 questions in LRDI and as high as 24 questions in LRDI. And in quantitative ability, 16 to 18 MCQs and 6 to 8 non-MCQs. So minimum of 22 questions and maximum of 26. So you can have as low as 66 questions, which was the number of questions last year, and as high as 76 questions. Just let me check if you guys can see this. No, you can't. So I'll hide myself. Okay, so here we go. Good afternoon, everyone. Sonali, ho sakta hai. We are just speculating. Unless and until the notification is out, we would not know about it. Okay. And let's talk about the paper further pattern. So the section wise time limit may be 40 to 60 minutes, as in the total duration may be 40 into 3, which is 120 minutes, or 60 into 3, which is 180 minutes. So आप अपना mindset जो है थोड़ा सा flexible रखो until the notification is out. So the paper may be for 2 hours minimum and maximum of 3 hours. ये range होगा, ठीक है? We will be able to clearly state it by the end of July or the first week of August when the notification is out. उसके पहले बस speculation है, ठीक है? Marking scheme will be same. It has never changed over the decade since the paper has been online. So you are always awarded 3 marks for every correct answer, -1 for every wrong, and 0 for unattempted. And non-MCQ questions, they do not have any negative marking. So either you get a 3 there or you get a 0 there. Okay, what about CAT score and percentile? What it has been over the years? So if you look at CAT 2022 and CAT 2021, the last 2 years, you'll find that in CAT 2021, a score of 120 was good enough to get you a 99.9 percentile, and 110.72 was a little over 110 was good enough for you to get a 99.9 percentile. So ये थोड़ा decrease हो गया, ठीक है? Majorly because the LRDA section was little tough or calculative, and VRC was also a little on the moderate side. Quant has always been the same, so it doesn't change much. In order to get a 99.5 percentile, this score should be 93 to 107. So you will find that around 10 to 14, 12 marks का 15 marks का change हो गया, ठीक है? So if you are targeting a 95 and above, so this should be your target score somewhere between 60 to 70. So अगर safer side रहना है, so always keep this in mind that if you score a 70 or 75 marks overall, 95 percentile आ जाएगा, ठीक है? You don't have to worry about it. And 75 marks is not a huge number of questions that you need to attempt. 25 questions करोगे, and suppose if all 25 are correct, so you end up getting 75 marks, which is a 95 percentile. And 25 questions in 3 sections would mean in every section you have to score around 8, or let's say 8 to 9 questions. In LRDI, you will have to solve 2 sets or less than 2 sets. In Quant, 8 to 9 questions. In VRC, 8 to 9 questions. Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon. Sonali, it was not 76, but it was way more than that in the previous years. So 2028 में आप देखोगे 76 questions थे. 76 into 3, 228. In 2019, 300 marks था, so there were 100 questions, and that was true for the year starting with 2016. So आपके पास 100 questions का भी पेपर हुआ करता था. If I look at the last 3 years trend, there had been 66 questions, so that you get 198 marks, and there were 76 questions. तो हम लोग बोल रहे हैं कि रेंज यही रहेगा, है ना? Sure, Vaishnav, you can expect such kind of sets when it comes to IIM Lucknow. See, I believe personally that there has been a little relation whenever a particular IIM conducts an exam. ठीक है? Relation का मतलब है the level of difficulty of a section is almost the same for these IIMs whenever they conduct it, whenever they are the conveners, and also the type of the logic that they use in order to solve or in order to make a question, that has been same. So 2017 I do remember there was this question based on puzzles, puzzle question which was based on chess, which was a very easy one, right? बहुत आसान था. All you had to do was had to be a little bit confident in chess. थोड़ा सा पता होना चाहिए, कभी खेला हुआ होना चाहिए, ताकि आप उससे डरो नहीं. Somebody who had never played chess, they will definitely be afraid the moment they look at the chess set. So yes, you can expect a puzzle very similar to that, not exactly chess, but maybe some other game part. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about quant, right? Today we are here to discuss quant. So in arithmetic, topic wise, what was the distribution of the questions? So you'll find that arithmetic has always been the majority, it holds the majority share whenever it comes to total number of questions. तो कल arithmetic का देखोगे ना, you will find that 8 out of 22 or let's say 9 out of 22 questions had been from arithmetic. ये कितना हो जाता है? This is almost 40% of the entire paper. So arithmetic is the most important topic. ठीक है? ये क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं ना, स्टूडेंट्स पूछते हैं हमसे कि सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक बता दो सर, तो मैं आपको टॉपिक्स बता रहा हूँ. अरिथमेटिक, इन अरिथमेटिक विच वन? टीएसडी इंपॉर्टेंट है कि नहीं? टाइम एंड वर्क इंपॉर्टेंट है कि नहीं? Is adulteration or faulty weights and balances, are those important or not? Yes, they all are important, they're equally important. But definitely you will get one question from profit loss and discount, one question from averages, one question from basic ratios, one question from time and work, one question from TSD. 1 क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम सक्सेसिव परसेंटेज चेंज और SICI, तो 5-6 क्वेश्चंस तो श्योर है कि इन सब टॉपिक से दे विल डेफिनेटली कम, राइट. नेक्स्ट कम्स इन अलजेब्रा. Algebra holds the next highest number of questions. So if I look at last year, in a particular slot, there were as low as 4 questions of algebra and as high as 9. मतलब कि this is going to be around 20% to 40% alone. Again, same was true for the other years. यानी कि अगर आप केवल अरिथमेटिक अलजेब्रा कर लो, so 8 plus 4 that will mean 12 questions. 12 questions into 3 will give you 36 marks. And do you guys know 36 marks is equivalent to what percentage? Excuse me. 36 marks कितना percentile? Sorry, not percentage. Percentile कितना दे देगा 36 marks? देखते हैं अब. Next comes in geometry and mensuration, which is important, and the number system and modern maths not so much. Okay, in number system we have seen as high as 3 questions last year, and in modern maths as low as 0 questions. So people who struggle with PNC and probability, which come under modern maths, उनको रहता है सर PNC probability करे नहीं करे. I mean, you should definitely do it. You should definitely go through it and solve some, certain number of questions, 40, 50, 60, 100 questions. So that you get a kind of, you're not afraid of it. You know how to proceed in some of the types of questions. ठीक है, पर आपको बहुत एडवांस नहीं जानना है. ठीक है, you will be good enough if you don't know the advanced PNC probability. बेसिक आया कर लेंगे, नहीं हुआ तो छोड़ देंगे. ऐसे भी कौन से सारे होने हैं, isn't it? Now, people who want to get into finance, it's better that you guys start PNC probability right away. क्योंकि CAT में whether it comes or not doesn't matter, but when you are going to study finance in any MBA college, their curriculum has got PNC probability, the principles of counting a lot, and whenever you get into a job and whenever you want to get an appraisal or whenever you want to switch the company, the tests that they take, it includes a lot of PNC probability. तो अब आप एक्सपेक्ट करोगे छोड़ो अभी नहीं पढ़ते हैं, जब टाइम आएगा ना कॉलेज में तब पढ़ लेंगे, उधर टाइम नहीं मिलेगा. So you guys have enough time to study right now. Don't expect that you will be able to cover PNC probability at that time, जहां आपके peers will be solving the questions and thinking कि case studies कैसे solve करें, आप basics पढ़ रहे होगे. You are going to lag behind a lot. And same will happen whenever you are trying to switch a company and whenever an interview process happens. Not just interview, there is a written test as well. Now this is only applicable for finance people, or maybe people who want to get into BFSI sector. People who want to get into investment banking, जो IIM Calcutta देखना चाह रहे हैं, IFT जाना चाह रहे हैं, so आपके पास कोई escape नहीं है. You will have to go through modern maths, okay, this year itself, and advanced level. Let's talk about what percentile should we expect at certain marks in quant, okay. But before that, subtopics of arithmetic. Time and distance, you will find that most number of questions had been there, then questions based on averages, then questions based on time and work. So if I look at कौन से subtopics important है, so you will find time and distance to be the most important one, then averages, then time and work. This is about the last 3 years का total questions. Last 3 years का paper उठाओ आप, all the 9 slots, 3 slots in each year, you will find 19 questions of time and distance, as in time, speed and distance. Then comes in the other topics. They are equally important. They are easy. Of course, do not leave them out. So, mixtures and alligation, you can see that on an average, there has been 1 question in every slot, right? 9 slots, the 9 questions, on an average 1. If you look at time, speed and distance, there had been at least 2 questions of time, speed and distance in every slot. है ना? तो ये काफी ज्यादा है. और जैसे मैंने बोला था, अरिथमेटिक का वेटेज 40% के आसपास है इन अ पेपर, राइट. It is usually said IIM Lucknow sets tough LRDI and easy QA can explain. नहीं तरुण, if you look at 2017 का LRDI, it was not tough. Actually, it was very easy to solve 2 sets. टफ नहीं था, बिल्कुल नहीं था. कौन भी टफ नहीं था. ओके, I'm Lucknow going to give easy to moderate sets this year. Not easy, Hrithik, but around moderate. It will not be like moderate to difficult. Around moderate. ठीक है, पर एक बार नोटिफिकेशन आ जाने दो, एक बार सैंपल मॉक आ जाता है, वी आर मोर क्लियर एज टू व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पेपर देयर इज गोइंग टू बी. राइट नाउ एक्सपेक्ट दैट द बेस्ट एंड द वर्स्ट सिनेरियोस, एंड सब पढ़ो अभी. ओके, percentage and ratio proportion are most important. People take them for granted. I agree, Vaishnav. Ratio and proportion, it's very, very important when it comes to not only arithmetic में percentages वगैरह. It's true for averages. It's true for proportion, obviously. It's true for weighted averages. It's true for TSD a lot. It's true for time and work. It's true for entire geometry. TNC probability में भी बहुत help करता है ratio proportion. Okay, next topic, algebra. Okay. In algebra, if I go through it, you will find quadratic equations as the most important subtopic. There has been at least one question on an average in the last 3 years, every slot. मतलब हर 2 slot में 3 questions तो थे. Okay. Weightage is on an average 33%. करीब. Sequences and series and linear equations, they are the second most important subtopic under algebra. Then comes in functions. Okay, functions को मैं sequences and series की तरह मानूंगा, because some of the questions, if you have done algebra, you will realize that a lot of questions on functions are nothing but sequences and series. There is a pattern that is getting generated. You need to understand the pattern and find out the next term or maybe a term from the future, right? Next comes in log, which is again important. It's a very, very easy topic, right? You can see that at least one question from log has been there. तो काफी important है. ठीक है. Then comes in special equations, and then you have got the other topics. Okay, some people are afraid of some cubic equations or higher degree polynomials. Don't be worried कि 4th degree polynomials are solve करने देंगे क्या. जो क्वेश्चन पेपर सेट कर रहा है उसको खुद नहीं आता सॉल्व करने, आप क्या ही कर लोगे. Of course they know, but I'm saying they can't solve such questions within a time limit of 1.5 to 3 minutes, right? So obviously they will not give you such questions, and if such questions come, they have to do with some common sense thing, nothing to do with कि पूरा divide करके roots निकाल रहे हैं. Okay, you can see that higher order equations had been only one question. 9 exams में एक question आया था. कोई तो unlucky guy रहा होगा, not guy, guys, people, students, aspirants, जिनको वो slot में गए थे and they got one higher order equation, right? Otherwise nobody else got that. Inequalities is important because inequalities doesn't exist alone. They come with linear equations, a lot of times in quadratic, maxima, minima वगैरह वगैरह में आता है ना. तो आपको सब टॉपिक्स अभी पता है. Let's look at the next topic, which is geometry. So in geometry, you will find triangles to be the most important one. I have always been saying triangles सबसे ज़्यादा आता है. Okay, and if you look at this, you will realize that lines and angles तो नहीं आया आज तक. बहुत बेसिक हो जाता है ना. Circles, very few, almost negligible. So you will find triangles and polygons and coordinate geometry. These all three are related. They all are triangles based only. So if I include all these 3 topics, you will find कि कम से कम 2 questions in every slot had been there, at least 2 questions, right? Number theory, 15 questions had been there in the 9 slots, which is like in every 2 slots you had 3 questions, right? And also 3, 5. And also the classification of number system is very difficult because a question that may look like a remainder question may be a sequences and series. They are related, right? Remainders and sequences and series. Or you may have a question that has to do with maybe a geometric progression, but it has to be solved using last digit. तो काफी बार ना क्वेश्चन को डिवाइड करना कि where should I place this question? Should I place it under a particular topic or the other topic? As in you guys may have come across questions on averages that are based on percentages. तो इसको परसेंटेज में रखूं या एवरेज में रखूं? वैसे ही कुछ होता है. ठीक है. Then comes in modern maths or PNC. So you'll find around one question in every slot, every exam. CAT का जो 9 slots की बात कर रहे last 3 years. 3 years means 9 slots, right? Set theory had been also very less because set theory is majorly a part of LR and not so much of quant. So you get very simple word problems. Probability आया ही नहीं, ठीक है, या आया होगा, I think एक या दो क्वेश्चन रहे होंगे, but probability is negligible. You can completely ignore the probability part. Or maybe there was a question on probability, but it had to be solved using PNC. ठीक है, इसलिए इधर probability 0 लिखा हुआ है. Percentile versus marks now. So if you had got 37 marks in quant, 99.5 percentile आ जाएगा. काफी है ना, क्योंकि 100 percentile आके क्या ही कर लोगे. If you are supposed to get a call from, let's say, Calcutta, so at 100 percentile, if you don't get a call, at 99.5 also you will not get a call, right? So 37 marks, and if you remember, अभी हमने देखा था कि 36 marks is very much achievable if you only do arithmetic and algebra, only 2 topics. But you have to be sure that whatever you solve, they all are going to be correct. आपका target है 95 plus. So if you look at this, you need 8 questions. 8 questions से लेके, if you do 13 questions, you will be in the bracket of 95 plus percentile for sure. And 8 questions in 40 minutes, भाई, सोचो ना, 5 मिनट में एक क्वेश्चन नहीं कर सकते हम इस लायक भी नहीं है, कर सकते हैं ना. So still people can't get 95 percentile or above. It's because of the exam temperament. They are very much scared. Oh, I am writing the CAT exam. लोगों का निकलता नहीं है, 1 साल से पढ़ रहे हैं, बहुत टफ होगा. कोई टफ नहीं है, right? Okay, let's solve some actual CAT 2017 questions. So I'm going to hide myself because then you guys won't be able to see the options. Excuse me. Sample mock will be given by all the IIMs every time the exam is near. आपका जो account बनेगा ना, उस पे sample mock आता है, ठीक है? It is best to apply exam in general category or EWS have more chances of getting FMS. Sai, to be very frank, the competition is so high that even under reservation category, people score 99 plus percentile. Okay. So I would suggest that if you can go for general category, if you think yourself to be a little above average student, go for general category. Do we expect DI questions? Nishant, maximum 1 set out of 4 sets. Or if there are 6 sets, you can expect maximum 2 DI sets. Sure, Sumant. Triangles comes with quadrilateral and coordinate geometry, right, Vaishnav? They do. They all are made up of triangles only. Okay, so let's solve the first question. A man travels by a motorboat down a river to his office and back with the speed of the river unchanged. If he doubles the speed of his motorboat, then his total travel time gets reduced by 75%. The ratio of the original speed of the motorboat to the speed of the river is. So, what is the distance he is going to travel? Not given. So, when he goes down the river, it will be the speed of the boat plus speed of the river. And then when it comes back, his speed is going to be speed of the boat minus speed of the river. And he takes certain time, right? Suppose he takes 4 hours. Next it says with the speed of the river SR remaining unchanged, if it doubles the speed of this motorboat, so it becomes D by 2 times SB, speed of the river remains unchanged. और ये जो है D by 2 times SB minus SR, it gets reduced by 75%. 75% means 3/4 reduce हो गया, so it became 1. We need to find the ratio of the original speed of the motorboat and the speed of the river. अपन को ये solve करना है, ठीक है? So I will be using only one step and then I will take a pause. ठीक है? What I'm going to do is, मैं इधर क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर लेता हूं. सी आई एम गोइंग टू डिवाइड एट अ लेटर स्टेज. सो कैन आई से दिस डी दैट वी हैव इट विल नॉट इंपैक्ट एनीथिंग. ये कैंसिल आउट होने वाला है because I'm going to divide throughout, right? So D is not my concern. I'll have an equation only in SB and SR. But in order to go there, if I take the LCM, I will have SB minus SR plus SB plus SR, which will give me 2SB here. And I will have SB square minus SR square. और हमारा जो second वाला है, we will have 2SB minus SR plus 2SB plus SR. So this will give me 4SB. And this is going to be whole divided by 4SB square minus SR square. And this will give me 4 upon 1. Right? And what will happen is this 2SB and 4SB will cancel out and I'm going to be left with 2. This will result in 4 times SB square minus SR square. This is the numerator and the denominator is 2 times SB square minus SR square is equal to 4 upon 1. एक बार आप यहां पहुंच गए तो अब जो नेक्स्ट स्टेप है इट्स कंप्लीटली ऑन यू. वुड यू लाइक टू क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई एंड फाइंड द स्पीड ऑफ SB and SR और वुड यू लाइक टू यूज ऑप्शंस? ठीक है, ये केवल आपके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. जैसे अगर मैं ऑप्शंस यूज करना चाहूं, if I use the first option, so SB is root 6, SR is root 2. So the first option will give me 4 times 6 minus 2 divided by 2 times 6 minus 2. So this gives me 24 minus 2, which is 22. I should stop right here. 22 4 में तो convert नहीं होगा. 22 11 के टेबल में है ना, 4 के टेबल में थोड़ी है. And then this is 2 into 4, which is 8. This is obviously not 4 by 1. So A option goes for a toss. Let's take root 7 and 2. SB is root 7, SR is 2. So root 7 अगर put करोगे, this becomes 4 into 7 minus 4 divided by 2 times 7 minus 4. So this becomes 28 minus 4, which is 24 divided by 2 into 3, which is 6. So this is 4:1. So B is our answer. ये हो गया ऑप्शन के थ्रू. Otherwise, you can definitely cross multiply and get the answer. Right? So B हो जाएगा आंसर. Okay. Next question. Suppose C1, C2, C3, C4 and C5 are 5 companies. The profits made by C1, C2, C3 are in the ratio 9, 10 and 8. While the profits made by C2, C4 and C5 are in the ratio 18, 19 and 20. Then it says if C5 has made a profit of rupees 19 crore more than C1, then the total profit made by all 5 companies is. In other words, we are given C1 is to C2 is to C3, which is 9 is to 10 is to 8. And then we are also given C2 is to C4 is to C5, which is given as 18 is to 19 is to 20. And from both of these, we need to find out C1 is to C2, C3, C4, C5. अपने को ये चाहिए. I hope everybody knows common is C1, right? Sorry, common is C2 in both, right? इसमें और इसमें C2 common है, तो C2 same कर देंगे. 10 and 18 का LCM ले लो और you can cross multiply them. Completely your choice. So if I happen to take the LCM, 10 and 18 ka LCM will turn out to be 90. So that means I multiplied the first ratio by 9 and I multiplied the second ratio by 5. 9 से करेंगे तो C1 will become 81, C3 will become 72, C4 will become 95 and C5 will become 100. Right? अब क्या करना है? दो तरीके आप इसको सॉल्व करने के. एक है whatever further is given, use it. Second is trust in your instincts. If I add all of this, this is going to give me this is 10, 20, 29 plus 5, 34. So this is going to result in 430 34 था ना, और मेरे को जाना है 38 तक, यानी कि 72, सो दिस इज 438। ठीक है, जैसे ही 438 आया तो सी विच ऑफ द नंबर्स इज इन द टेबल ऑफ 438, या उसका फैक्टर कौन सा। 438 मार्क कर सकते हो, डोंट हैव टू चेक फर्दर। बट वही है, अगर आपको ट्रस्ट नहीं है खुद के ऊपर, आप बहुत गलतियां करते हो, सो यू शुड बी वेरी मच स्केयर्ड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस लाइक दीज. So you will check further. C5 has made a profit of 19 crore more than C1. C5 has made a profit of 19 crores more than C1. ये already 19 ही है. That means if the assumed values or the values that we have obtained turns out to be the exact values, तो exact values ही add करने हैं. आप ये check करने के बाद decide करोगे कि ये 438 ही होगा. Right? Took like another 30 seconds, but it was a wastage of time. We can straight away mark 438 and we can move ahead. Right? ठीक है. Next question now. The number of girls appearing for an admission test is twice the number of boys. If 30% of the girls and 45% of the boys get admission, the percentage of candidates who do not get admission is. A lot of people, this is a percentage based question, of course. A lot of people, they prefer variables and equations. देखो variable equation में ना आपको हमेशा ज़्यादा time लगेगा. So always start with a number. Okay. It is known that if you talk about girls and if you talk about boys, the number of girls is twice the number of boys. है ना? तो अपन boys को 100 ले लेते हैं, girls को 200 ले लेते हैं. Then it says 30% of the girls, they get admission. हमें not admission चाहिए. So can we say 70% will not get admission from the girls, which is 140? And if you talk about boys, 45% of the boys get admission. So can we say 55% will not get admission? जिनको admission नहीं मिलेगा, so 55 हो जाएगा. So how many people did not get admission? If we add it, we will get 195. 195 out of how many students? 300, which is nothing but 65. So 65 mark. Right? So 65% of the students, candidates did not get admission. Itna simple. Right? Okay. Next question. A stall sells popcorn and chips in packets of 3 sizes, large, super and jumbo. The numbers of these packets respectively are in the ratio 7, 17 and 16 for popcorn and 6, 15 and 14 for chips. If the total number of popcorn packets in its stock is same as the number of chips packets, then the number of jumbo popcorn packets and jumbo chips packets are in the ratio of what? Okay. So this is a question completely based on ratios, right? So we have 3 types. We have got large, super, jumbo. And there are 3 types. We have got popcorn, and then we have got chips. So if you look at popcorn, this is 7, this is 17, and this is 16. For chips, this is 6, this is 15, and this is 14. ये हमने लिख लिया जो given. Then comes the condition. If the total number of popcorn packets in its stock, ये जो total है, is same as the number of chips packets. Right? So right now, if you count the total number of popcorn packets, you will find it to be 40. Add करो इनको. If you add all the chips packets, you will find it to be 35. But it says कि दोनों same होने चाहिए. So can I say that I can multiply this by 7 and if I multiply this by 8, they both will become 280? पर ये तो गलत होगा ना कि केवल O final को multiply करा. I should actually multiply everything. So 7 into 7, 17 into 7 वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. Now, when I'm going to multiply all of that, I'm only asked number of jumbo popcorn packets. So can we say jumbo popcorn packets will be 16 into 7? And jumbo chips packets, can we say it is going to be 14 into 8? अब ये आपको simplify करना है, ठीक है? So you will find that 8 and 16, they are twice, and then 2 into 7 and 14. So this turns out to be 1:1. So ये पहला हो जाएगा. This is not paying attention to what numbers we got. थोड़ा सा अगर ध्यान दोगे ना, you will realize that it was very much solvable right here. 16 and 14, they are already in the ratio 8:7. जब आप ऊपर में 7 मल्टीप्लाई करोगे और नीचे में 8 मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो 1 और 1 ही होगा ना. 16 and 14 of jumbo packets, they are already in the ratio 8:7. अब 8 पे 7 लो, 7 पे 8 लो, same numbers. So they will anyways give you equal number of packets. So answer is going to be 1:1. बिना ये किए हम यहीं पर थोड़ा ऑब्जर्व कर लेते ना तो ये आसान हो जाता. Right? Okay. Next question. In a market, the price of medium quality mangoes is half that of good mangoes. A shopkeeper buys 80 kg mangoes, 80 kg good mangoes and 40 kg medium quality mangoes from the market and then sells all these at a common price, which is 10% less than the price at which he bought the good ones. His overall profit is going to be what? ठीक है? तो let me see how many of you can answer it without solving. बिना कुछ किए क्या आप सॉल्व कर सकते हो? बिना कुछ किए. जैसे मैं बिना कुछ लिखे, I know the answer is B. कोई एवरेज नहीं, कोई वेरिएबल, कोई इक्वेशन, कुछ भी नहीं. And why was I able to do this? Because it had to do with average and price change, 10% loss, वगैरह वगैरह. How did I do it? ठीक है. So I'll tell you the shortcut first. देखो, he is going to buy 80 kg good mangoes, 40 kg medium quality mangoes. जब आप दो अलग अलग चीजों को लेकर आते हो, when you bring in two different things together, you calculate average. So there is going to be some average price when we are talking about good and bad दोनों को. कुछ प्राइस बनेगा. फिर भाई साहब उसको क्या करते हैं, उसको 10% लेस कर देते हैं. इस प्राइस को या फिर जो भी प्राइस था उसको, doesn't matter. Whenever you multiply a number by 0.9, can I say it will result in a number which is in the table of 9? वो एवरेज प्राइस कुछ भी हो, फाइनल आंसर 9 के टेबल में होगा ना. Question says his overall profit is. So can I say this is 1.06 multiplying factor, this is 1.08, this is 1.1 and this is 1.12. इन चारों में से कौन सा नंबर 9 के टेबल में है? वो आंसर होना चाहिए. होना चाहिए मतलब होगा. Because any number, when you multiply it by 0.9 or when you decrease it by 10%, it is compulsory. ये तो जरूरी है. इसके अलावा तो कुछ और होता भी नहीं है. So 1.08 is going to be the answer. ठीक है? Now, properly how we will solve this? So we have got medium quality mangoes and then we have good quality mangoes. It says that the price of medium quality mangoes is half that of good quality mangoes. So medium quality को अपन अगर 100 रख दें तो good quality will become 200. Shopkeeper buys 80 kg of good mangoes and 40 kg of medium quality. So price में per kg लगना चाहिए. Now, how much did he spend here? This is 4,000 rupees. How much did he spend here? This is 16,000 rupees. How much money did he spend overall? This is 20,000 rupees. Right? He sells these at a common price, which is 10% less than the price at which he bought the good ones. यानी कि good ones जो 80 का जो buy किया था, now he say this is buy. Now he is going to sell 40 plus 80, that is 120 kg mangoes instead of 200 rupees, but 10% लेस, यानी कि 180 रुपीज पर केजी पे अब ये सेल करने वाला है. सो व्हाट इज द मनी दैट ही इज गोइंग टू गेट? So can we say 18 into 12, which is 216 and double zero, so 21,600. So there is a profit of 1600 over 20,000, which is pretty simple, that this becomes 8, this becomes 1, so this is 8 upon 100, जिसको 8% ही बोलते हैं, right? तो 8% आंसर होगा, पर बिना इतनी मेहनत किए हम डायरेक्टली ऐसे भी कर सकते थे. ये लॉजिक very helpful, isn't it? Okay. Next question. If Fatima sells 60 identical toys at a 40% discount on the printed price, then she makes 20% profit. 10 of these toys are destroyed in fire. While selling the rest, how much discount should be given on the printed price so that she can make the same amount of profit? Okay. Again, you can solve it using equations, you can solve it using variables, and you can solve it using values. तो परसेंटेज में ना मैं हमेशा वैल्यूज प्रेफर करता हूं, ठीक है. सो आफ्टर गेटिंग अ 40% डिस्काउंट, स्टिल मेकिंग अ 20% प्रॉफिट. सो व्हाट शुड बी द कॉस्ट प्राइस, सेलिंग प्राइस एंड मार्क प्राइस, कि भाई साहब 40% डिस्काउंट देने के बाद भी 20% का प्रॉफिट हो जाए. सो इफ आई टेक द कॉस्ट प्राइस एज 100, this will become 120 selling price. So mark price should be 200 ना. 200 का 40% is 80 rupees. तो 120 हो गया. Right? So what is the profit percentage she has? She has 20% profit. ठीक है? Overall देखा जाए तो there are 60 identical toys and she was supposed to sell all of that. So if I talk about total cost, it is 60 into 100. If I talk about total sales, it is 60 into 120. बात बराबर है. आप एक क्वांटिटी का प्रॉफिट परसेंटेज निकालो या ओवरऑल, it doesn't change, no? Now what happens in the next scenario? It says 10 of these toys are destroyed in fire. So that means she must have definitely bought 60 of them at 100 rupees. But she is going to get sale. She is not going to get the entire money as before, right? She will be getting money for only 50 of them, right? And she still wants a 20% profit. So this is 6,000 rupees. 6,000 rupees ka 20% is 1,200. So 7,200 rupees ye banna chahiye. So at what price should she sell them? Can we say 7,200 by 50? Yeah, 720 by half? By 2. So can we say she should be selling this at 144 rupees? 144 into 50 is 7,200. And obviously the mark price or the printed price is 200. 200 का price उस पे printed है and she is selling them at 144. Can we say there is a decrease of 56 rupees out of those 200? 56 is in the table of 28. So 28 is your answer. ठीक है. हाँ 2 rupees लो, 1 rupee लो. The thing is, I'm not sure at the very beginning कि do I really will I get a point value or not. Point value and fraction values, I really don't like it personally. It's not necessary that you guys should also not like it, पर मेरे को पसंद नहीं है. So in order to be safe when it comes to calculations on percentages, I prefer 00 लगा लेने का, ताकि कि मेरे को पॉइंट में आंसर आने का टेंशन खत्म हो जाए. Right? If I talk about the question previously when we were looking at वो boys and girls वाला question number 3, if you remember, I could have chosen 1 boy and 2 girls also. 1 boy and 2 girls अगर लेता तो girls हो जाती बाद में फिर instead of 140 we'll have 1.4 girls. 1.4 girls गलत आंसर नहीं देगा, but it doesn't make sense while solving, right? Point में कैसे हो सकते हैं लोग? So obviously it's percentages, it doesn't matter. You take 1, 100, 1000, 7, कोई भी नंबर ले लो भाई, आंसर तो वही आना है. Okay, next. A class consists of 20 boys and 30 girls. In the mid-semester exam, the average score of the girls was 5 higher than that of the boys. In the final exam, however, the average score of the girls dropped by 3, while the average score of the entire class increased by 2. The increase in the average score of the boys is. So, this is a question based on averages. और average का एक basic concept है. That in the case of averages, the average does not depend on the actual frequencies, but rather the ratio of the frequencies. यानी 20 boys and 30 girls आप लो या 2 boys and 3 girls लो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You'll get the same answer. So I'm going to work on 2 boys and 3 girls and not going to use equations, going to use common sense, the deviation approach. So I'm saying that there are 2 boys. Okay. I could have simply written boys and girls. It says the average score of the girls was 5 higher than that of the boys. So boys ka agar average marks, if I take them as M, then every girl had a score of M plus 5. Right? In the final exam, however, the average score of the girls dropped by 3. So ab ye ban gaya M plus 2. While the average score of the entire class increased by 2. पूरे क्लास का 2 से increase हुआ, that means there should be an overall increase of 10. See, there are 5 students, 5 kids. Average increases by 2, that means the score or the marks of each kid increases by 2. तो 5 बच्चों का 10 होगा overall. जिसमें से if I look at girls का, there is already a decrease of 9. मुझे ओवरऑल 10 चाहिए. सो कैन आई से कि बॉयज का कॉम्पेंसेट करने के लिए द इंक्रीज शुड बी दैट ऑफ 19, सच दैट बॉयज में 19 का इंक्रीज हो, गर्ल्स में 9 का डिक्रीज. ओवरऑल देयर इज एन इंक्रीज ऑफ 10. सो इफ देयर इज एन ओवरऑल इंक्रीज ऑफ 19 इन द केस ऑफ बॉयज, कैन वी से कि हर बंदे का इधर को 9.5 का इंक्रीज हुआ होगा. बंदे का मतलब बॉयज का. So we know the answer. So the answer is going to be 9.5. Any equation? No. Any variable? Yes. I did write M so that you guys can understand that M is the reference here. Right? Pretty simple question. Next question. The area of the closed region bounded by the equation mod of x plus mod of y is equal to 2 in the 2-dimensional plane is. This is a standard question of modulus in algebra, which follows a pattern that if you have mod ax plus mod by is equal to c, then the area is given as 2c square upon ab. ये होता है formula. If you compare, the value of A is 1, the value of B is 1, the value of C is 2. So the area is going to be 2 into 2 square by 1 into 1, which is going to be 8. Obviously, it's always better to use the standard thing, because in questions like these, either they ask you the area, they ask you the perimeter, or they ask you the number of points. Sabka straightforward. Okay. 8. Ninth question, let ABC be a right angled isosceles triangle with hypotenuse BC. Let BQC be a semicircle away from A with diameter BC. Let BPC be an arc of circle centered at A and lying between BC and BQC. If AB has a length 6 cm, then the area in square centimeter of the region enclosed by BPC and BQC is. Okay. Again, this is also a very standard question when it comes to right angle triangles and semicircles and circles. अगर आपने ये करा हुआ है तो आपको straight away answer पता रहेगा. And you would also know that कि out of these 4 options, 2 options will never be the answer. Any option that contains pi is not the answer. So A and C तो नहीं होने वाला. पर ये बहुत practice के बाद आएगा. I don't think that everyone here right now who is live may have covered geometric entirely, right? So we will need the diagram, right? So diagram के लिए, give me a moment. I will draw the diagram live. Okay, So we need a right angle triangle which is going to be an isosceles right angle triangle, है ना? तो चलो isosceles right angle triangle इसको मान लेते हैं. Doesn't look exactly isosceles. ठीक है. Then it says that we need to have with diameter as BC, which is the hypotenuse, we need to draw a semicircle. तो चलो अपन एक semicircle draw करते हैं. So let's draw a semicircle. Let's hope it is a semicircle, though it doesn't look like a semicircle. ना, semicircle नहीं है. Hold on, let me find the correct figure. Semicircle. Okay, fine. Maybe this is semicircle. Yes. This looks more like semicircle. देखो अब आप फिगर इतना एक्यूरेट तो बिल्कुल ड्रॉ नहीं करने वाले एग्जाम में, है ना? I'm drawing it so that you guys have an idea कि कितना एक्यूरेट आप मतलब so that you understand कि फिगर कैसा बन रहा है, कैसा दिख रहा है. ठीक है. So we have this semicircle. बन जाओ. चलो. Almost a semicircle. Then it says AB has a length 6 and BPC with an arc of a circle centered at A, lying between BC and BQC. That means we will have to draw now a circle. And that circle should have A as the center. ठीक है. और ये सर्किल इधर से पास करना चाहिए. Finally. So this is B and this is C. Hypotenuse is there. So this is right angle triangle. BQC is a semicircle away from A with diameter as BC. So we have the center at here. Okay. And BPC is an arc centered at A and lying between BC and देखो BC के बीच और BQC के बीच में है ये पिंक वाला. So we need to find out the region enclosed between these two. अपने को ये चाहिए. ठीक है. Okay, it is given that this is an isosceles right angle triangle with the side being 6. Now, in order to find the area of this particular region, can I say that I can, ध्यान देना, I can calculate the area of this region as in area of the semicircle? Right, that semicircle. And from there, if I need to find out the area of the yellow shaded one, I need to subtract this. And can I say this is nothing but the segment area with BC as a chord? That means I need to subtract the area of the segment with BC as the chord. I hope you guys know what segment is. Circle में एक ऐसा line draw करते हो ना, तो ये वाला part को segment बोलते हैं अपन. ठीक है. So what is the area of the semicircle? Half the area of the circle, that is half into pi. The radius of this particular circle is going to be half of hypotenuse, which is going to be 6 root 2. So this is going to give us 6 root 2 ka half, which is 3 root 2. This is the radius, iska square, minus area of the segment. Now, how do we calculate area of a segment? We calculate the area of this entire sector, right? which is going to be 1/4 the area of the circle minus the area of this right angle triangle. The area of this right angle triangle is half into 6 into 6. अब अगर आप सॉल्व करने की जगह पे थोड़ी सी पेशेंस दिखाओगे, so this is 9 into 4 36. This is hold on, this is half pi r square. 6 root 2 है, so that is going to be 3 root 2. And that is 1/4 the area. Acha, this is 9 into 2, 18. Sorry. It is 9 into 2. And this is going to be also half into pi into 18. And this will give you half into 6 into 6. These two get cancelled out. You will get the answer as 18. In other words, the area of that shaded region is same as the area of this right angle triangle. Little weird, पर भाई यही है. Even though that is curved, there is no pi included in the answer. ठीक है? So obviously such kind of questions of based on mensuration, this is more of mensuration than triangles and circles. जब ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आप सॉल्व करते हो ना, तो काइंड ऑफ याद कर लिया करो कि फाइनल आंसर कैसा दिखता है, हाउ आर दे रिलेटेड, इज इट इक्वल टू सम अदर पर्टिकुलर रीजन, so that in exam you don't have to go through this entire process, because then this question, easy question, becomes a moderate level or a little above moderate because of the calculation involved, right? सुमन, सेगमेंट और सेक्टर में आप कंफ्यूज कर रहे हो. आप जो लिखे एरिया ऑफ द सेगमेंट इज इक्वल टू क्वार्टर एरिया ऑफ द सर्किल, दैट इज नॉट कॉल्ड सेगमेंट, दैट इज कॉल्ड सेक्टर. Whenever you have a circle and if you draw two radius, तो ये जो निकल कर आता है ना, जिसको आप slice of a pie बोल सकते हो, this is called a sector and not a segment. And if we talk about a circle where random line is drawn which has got nothing to do with radius, then you get a region which is called segment. So you can treat sector as to be a fraction of the area of the circle. Segment is not a part of a circle का area. इट इज सर्किल का एरिया का फ्रैक्शन माइनस सम ट्रायंगल का एरिया. ठीक है, ये फर्क है. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज अ सॉलिड मेटालिक क्यूब इज मेल्टेड टू फॉर्म 5 सॉलिड क्यूब्स whose volumes are in the ratio 1 1 8 27 27. The percentage by which the sum of the surface areas of these 5 cubes exceeds the surface area of the original cube is nearest to. Looks like a question on mensuration. No. It's actually a question of ratios. So if we have these cubes melted from a solid metallic cube, the solid metallic cube का volume कितना होगा? If these are the volumes of those small, can we say solid metallic cube will have a volume which will be sum of these, which is 1 plus 1 plus 8 is 10, 27 plus 27 is 54, 54 plus 10 is 64. These are their volumes. If these are their volumes, what will be their सरफेस एरियाज? तो इसका साइड हो जाएगा 4, बिकॉज दिस इज 4 क्यूब, नो, सो सरफेस एरिया विल बी 4 स्क्वायर विच इज 16. सरफेस एरिया ऑफ दिस विल बी 1 स्क्वायर विच इज 1. सरफेस एरिया ऑफ दिस विल बी 1 स्क्वायर विच इज 1. सरफेस एरिया ऑफ दिस इज, ये 2 का क्यूब है, सो 2 स्क्वायर विच इज 4. सरफेस एरिया ऑफ 27 volume वाले का side is going to be 3, so it is 3 square which is 9, and same with this 3 square which is 9. यानी कि total surface area you will find here is 9 1 9 1 20 24. तो पहले 16 था, अब 24 हो गया. So can we say they are in the ratio of 2:3, so percentage increase is going to be 50%. Some of you must be thinking, sir, where is 6 here? 6 सब जगह है. If you want to calculate surface area, 6 इधर भी करोगे, इधर भी करोगे, इधर भी करोगे, सब जगह करोगे, और जब रेशियो लोगे तो 6 जाएगा ना, it will get cancelled out. So don't you think it is sometimes very very weird and very noob, not noob, it's more like not noob, ठीक है, noob से थोड़ा सा ऊपर, कि we are writing down things एक स्टेप में और एक स्टेप बाद उसको वापस से इरेज भी कर देते हैं। यार जो करना नहीं था तो वो उसको लिया ही क्यों, right? Since they all are cubes, their surface areas will always have that number 6 because surface area is given as 6 times one face area, right? So even though it says the nearest to, the answer is exactly 50%. Hold on, he has written minus. Oh, okay, right, Suman. Sorry. I thought that is quarter hyphen area. I thought you were talking about quarter area. Yes, quarter area of the circle minus area of the triangle. You are correct, Sumant. ईशांक, लैटरल और टोटल में कोई फर्क नहीं होता बेटा। स्फीयर का एंड क्यूब का या क्यूबॉइड का लैटरल सरफेस एरिया, कर्व सरफेस एरिया, टोटल सरफेस एरिया, ये सब सेम होते हैं, तो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड, ठीक है। Actually, there is no curved part here, so CSA doesn't exist in the case of cubes or cuboids. And there is no lateral surface in the case of spheres, so LSA doesn't exist. Lateral के लिए flat surface चाहिए होता है और curved के लिए, curved surface area के लिए curved चाहिए होता है, obviously. Those terms are just to confuse you, ठीक है, उनमें कोई weightage नहीं है as such. Next question, the number of solutions to the equation x minus y minus z is equal to 25, where x, y and z are positive integers, such that x is less than equal to 40, y is less than equal to 12, and z is less than equal to 12 is. Options देखो कितने बड़े बड़े numbers हैं, right? So it doesn't look like that it's going to be easy. पर क्या होगा इसका आंसर? How are we going to solve this? Anyone, any idea how to solve this? आप क्या करते हो? बहुत सारे तरीके हैं, पर इसमें डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला आई एम नॉट श्योर येट कि लग सकेगा. सो bring all the negative signs to the other side so that you can put in the values. We know that the maximum value of x can be 40 or it could be 39 and so on, right? And since they are positive integers, we are pretty sure कि y की value minimum 1 होगी, so x is going to be minimum 27. So these are the values of x, the range, and you'll find that y and z, when they are 1 and 1, you get 25 plus 1 plus 1 as 27. And when the sum of y and z is going to be 15 in one way or the other, you will be getting the value of x as 40. Right? So there is supposed to be a pattern. Let's see क्या pattern है हमारे पास. And this is 25 plus 15. This is 25 plus 14. Next is 28 is equal to 25 plus, overall you are supposed to get a 3. किधर से 1 आएगा, किधर से 2, I don't know. So if you look at this, you will have one solution. If you look at this, we will have x plus y is equal to 3. इसके दो solutions. Next, y plus z is going to be 4. If you are looking at 29, this is 25 plus 4. Now 4 could be 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, right? So you will be having 3 answers, right? This will continue. And when you will have 15, so can we say y can go from 1 to 12? No. Y will go from 3 to 12. Y minimum 3 hoga and z is going to be 12, and accordingly y is going to be 12 and z is going to be 3. Why? Because that's the range of y and z. So here you will find a total of 10 solutions, right? 3 से लेके 12, 3, 12, 4, 11, 5, 10 and so on. What about the previous one? Here y is going to be 2 and z is going to be 12, or y is going to be 12 and z is going to be 2. So 2 to 12, if you count, these are a total of 11 cases. So अगर आप ध्यान दोगे ना कि ये बढ़ते गया है और उसके बाद फिर कम होते चला गया. Okay, so I have 1 solution, 2 solution, 3 solution. When is the number of solution 1? When the sum of y and z was going to be 2. जब 3 था तो 2 हुआ, जब 4 हुआ तो 3 हुआ. When the sum is going to be 5, number of solution is going to be 4. When the sum is going to be 6, the number of solutions is going to be 5. When the sum is going to be 7, number of solution is going to be 6. Sum जब 8 करना होगा तो 7 solutions होंगे. Sum जब 9 करना होगा तो 8 solutions होंगे. 10 sum करना होगा 9 solutions होंगे. 11 sum करना होगा 10 solutions होंगे. 12 sum करना होगा 11 solutions होंगे. 13, 12 solutions. Sum is going to be 14, 11 solutions. Sum is going to be 15, again 10 solutions. So this is the pattern in which the number of solutions will exist. See, we have already checked the first 3, we have checked the last 2. When the sum was supposed to be 15, we had 10 solutions. When the sum was supposed to be 14, we had 11 solutions. When sum is going to be 13, in order to make a 13, you are going to have 1 plus 12 and then 12 plus 1, which will result in 12 solutions. So 13 sum जब करने गए आप तो आपको 12 solutions मिले. But if you try to make this sum as 12, you will get 1 plus 11 and then 11 plus 1. So it will result in 11 solutions. So it peaks at 12 and then it drops. So we need to count all these number of solutions, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 तक ऐड करके फिर ये बाद में ऐड कर देंगे. What is the sum of the numbers from 1 to 12? It is given as 12 into 13 divided by 2, which is going to give us 78. And then 11 and 10, these are the last two number of solutions, which is 21. So if you add them, you will be getting 99. So trust in the pattern. Of course, you can't, I mean, if you try to find out number of solutions in each of the cases, ये बहुत लंबा जाने वाला है ना, तो आपको लगेगा ये बहुत difficult है. But if you trust in the pattern, you have to find out the first few cases, the last few cases, and looking at the number of solutions का pattern. ये 1 से शुरू होके 12 तक गया, फिर 12 से नीचे आना शुरू हो गया. ठीक है? This is by taking the pattern. If somebody knows P and C, that person may be able to solve it in a very different way. Y plus Z is going to be from 2 and it is going to be up to 13, where Y and Z can take a maximum of 12 values. So P and C ke according, what are the different number of values you can take here? 12 values आप ले सकते हो इधर से. So the answer is going to be 13C2. इतने solutions होंगे इसके. ये PNC से आया. कहाँ से आया? It's only for those people who have done PNC. People who have not done PNC, this is how they will proceed with this question. You directly get the answers यहाँ तक सारे आंसर्स निकल गए. लास्ट दो आपको मैनुअली करना ही पड़ेगा because that's not a pattern. So you will find that another 21 solutions. ठीक है? This will result in 99. Much quicker, but not for faint-hearted people. 99. Next. If the square of the 7th term of an AP with positive common difference equals the product of the 3rd and 17th terms, then the ratio of the first term to the common differences. So this can be solved in two different ways. Actually finding out the seventh term of an AP, which is going to be a plus 60, its square is equal to the product of this third term and the 17th term. और इसको आप बैठ के सॉल्व करो. डोंट वरी, you will not be getting a quadratic जिसको solve करना है. You will be getting a particular equation wherein you can find out the ratio of A and D. ठीक है? This is first approach. Second approach is using the options. यार आपको बोला जाए कि ये काम करना है, आपको सर पैर नहीं पता उसको कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं, पर मैं अगर आपको हेल्प कर दूं तो कर लोगे ना. ये वही सपोर्ट सिस्टम होता है ऑप्शंस, राइट? सो इफ आई पुट द वैल्यू ऑफ A as 2 and D as 3, so this is going to be 20 का whole square and 20 का whole square will end in 0. देखो मैं क्या लास्ट डिजिट चेक कर रहा हूं, इतना भी मैं वो नहीं करूंगा कि एक एक वैल्यू बैठ के चेक करूं. And A plus 2D is going to be 2 plus 2 into 3, which is going to देख लेते हैं. So this is going to end in 0 and this is going to end in something. So anything that ends in 0 into something will end in 0. So A looks like to be the answer, right? Second wala try karenge. So this is going to be 6 into 2, 12, 12 plus 3, 15. 15 ka square will end in 5. The next one is going to be 3 plus 4, that is going to end in 7 into 3 plus 32. That is also going to end in 5. तो अब ये सारे ही हैं, तो एक से ज्यादा ऑप्शन आ गया ना तो सॉल्व ही कर लो, right? We can assume the values to be what we see, reason being that they are in ratio. So this is going to be 400 here and this is going to be 50 and this is going to be 8. 400 is equal to 8 into 50. I think this is good enough कि भैया हमारा आंसर जो है वो A ही होगा. आगे चेक करने की जरूरत नहीं है, right? Thankfully only A option was the answer. Okay, Sumant has a question. Y plus Z is equal to X minus 25. Can we do X is equal to 40, Y plus Z is equal to 15, so 12, so on. हाँ Sumant, of course you can do that. Of course. बिल्कुल कर सकते हो आप. ठीक है? So everybody, see, normally between the class, I never ask you to like and subscribe or share, right? पर like तो बनता है ना? You guys must have done these questions again and again when you guys may have attempted a previous year CAT paper or maybe attended some other session. You guys must have come across these questions again and again. पर approaches आप नए नए कहीं ना कहीं सीखते होगे किसी ना किसी क्वेश्चन में, है ना? That is more helpful. Okay, so anyone who is new and wants to unlock our app for 3 days trial period, you can download our app and you can register for the app for your account, and you can use our complete app for 3 days for free. Okay, and if you're targeting this year CAT, you can join our CAT comprehensive program, wherein you get more than 80 mocks, more than 10,000 practice questions, topic wise tests, the test series for CAT and other exams, video solutions for all the mock questions, and 3 all India open mock questions and solutions with that, and the detailed mock analysis. Okay, so this is the test series and then the comprehensive program. So you get all of these in the program, starting with a tablet, 2 questions and the support. You can attempt a scholarship test wherein you can avail more than 90% scholarship, not more than, sorry, up to 90% scholarship. The scholarship date is 9th of July, this Sunday at 11 a.m. You will have to register for this. You can do that on our app. The link to that is given in the description, in the chat as well as below. On 16th of July at 11 a.m, Mr. Srinivas is going to take a workshop. If you guys have any queries, which MBA to take, which college to go for, which specialization, what should be your resume, you can join this session and ask him all those questions and get them clarified. Do not forget to add our social media pages, like them and join them. These are the handles. Instagram, YT, obviously you are here. Facebook, BYJU'S Exam Prep MBA, and Telegram channel is BYJU'S MBA Doubts. You can also download our app from Google Play. Well, thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Please do not forget to give a like. And if you have friends who are also preparing for CAT, make sure that you share this video with others. Okay, I'll